Hi guys, this is Marvel Manny, and in today's video I will be doing a review of the LEGO Star Wars ATST Raider from the Disney Plus show, The Mandalorian. Now first things first, this set is 540 pieces and comes with 20 free stickers, which as someone who isn't perfect at doing stickers, I will admit, because I do always try to get it done perfectly, this caused a bit of trouble for me, but it was still quite enjoyable to build. It comes with 4 minifigures, which I quite like, because it's always good to get The Mandalorian. It is my current favourite TV show, so I've got every set so far, and I will be getting in trouble on Tatooine set when it comes out in January. It's also nice to get a Cara Dune figure because she was the only character I'm missing, as well as the Klatooinian Raiders. I'm calling them Klatooinian. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, I hope I am. But yeah, so 4 minifigures, 540 pieces, and that's why it's around £50. £50 where I am. Sure it'll be around $50 or maybe $45 in America, and similar conversions in different countries depending on where you are. I'm going to start by looking at the actual ATST itself. So it's a bit similar to the regular ATSTs we get from the First Order one up until the Rogue One that came out a few years ago. There are some kind of big differences though. The stickers obviously, because we're looking at a damaged ATST, one that's been salvaged by raiders and used for their own purpose, which is a detail I really like, because the stickers on the feet, as complicated as they were for me, I think they're a great amount of detail. I like that there's 3 stickers for each foot. I like the detail going up the actual legs of kind of like this bare metal. I'm not sure if you can see there on my camera. The bare metal appearance of it, it's obviously been damaged. I like that there's a red leg because red is my favourite colour. Apart from that, the gun is a bit different, and obviously we don't usually see the wires on the ATST. These were probably the hardest part of the set just because I struggled trying to get them to look like how they are in the box. I don't think we get that amount of detail just there, if you can see. I will put flash on and show again. But yeah, it's quite good to get a more detailed alternative version of the ATST, so it's not just the same set again. Now I can show you in better detail what is different about this set. So like I said, we've got some stickers to show their damaged look, and to show that it's obviously been taken by people who aren't the Empire. So we've got some stickers there, some stripes, same with the legs, and even on the side the legs. Here for, I guess, what would maybe be the engine, and some battle damaged stickers on the side. That's the detail I quite like, because I think a lot of thought went into that to make it look like it's an actual working machine as opposed to just an outer skeleton that we usually get with some Star Wars sets and even some Star Wars ships and kind of vehicles, which you can't really blame them for, but it is always nice to get that detail. We now have 2 stickers on the back, which I guess are exhausts, and 2 stickers here, which I think are just cogs. Then if we look at the left side for me, well, right side for everyone else, but currently left side for me, we have some more stripes on the leg there, and we have the more detail on the foot there, like I was talking about earlier, and these wires, which are the Lego whip pieces, which I did not realise were actually, I guess, elastic. So that was a bit difficult in actually doing and making sure they got to a position that I liked. I do try to be a bit of a perfectionist when I build Lego, which means I do try things over and over, so that's what took me a while if you were following my tweets to build. On top we've got the hatch, like we do with the other sets, and that lets us see inside. There's a lot more brown used in this ATST, I think, to show that it's been salvaged. Inside the ATST we have the control panel there, a seat for one of the raiders, so the other raider will not fit. I think you can put him on top of the other raider's head and you kind of have him balanced through the hatch here at the top. And then a space for a blaster, or usually a pistol. I don't think longer guns would fit in there, but yeah, a space for a pistol within the cockpit as well. With the ATST Raider, similar to the other ones, we have 2 pin missiles here, which all you have to do is press these here and it'll shoot them. So I'll just show them shooting at the box. And then all you have to do is reload them back in. As always with the shooters, it comes with a spare one. The thing with this, of course, is that at the end of the day is just another ATST. I'll put a comparison to the actual ATST Raider that we see in The Mandalorian, because it does look a bit similar, and there are some things I would have liked to see, but I can appreciate are a bit hard For example, in the show, we have the red eyes coming through the eyes of the walker, and I always loved that as a detail, and I thought it would be quite nice to have that in the actual set, but unfortunately we don't get that. I can understand why, because I understand it may not be the easiest thing for Lego to produce, but I'm sure if you look online, you can find lights to actually put in there, because there are many sellers that do stuff like that on eBay where you can buy lights for Lego sets to actually add the colours or even just make it look more lifelike. So I think if you look at the Doctor Strange's house set from Infinity War, you can get some lights for that to light up the Sanctum Sanctorum and Peter Parker's home, which is, you know, conveniently attached towards it. Next to it, sorry. So like I said, the most challenging thing about this set was the stickers, because I tried to make them perfect. I tried to get them to look as perfect as possible, get them equal from every distance, and obviously that's my fault at the end of the day. I've heard a lot of people complain about stickers in general on Lego sets and wish that they would do what other similar brands do and just have printed pieces, which I'm always confused by, because Lego does have some printed pieces. I'm not sure why they don't just do printed pieces for everything, but I can't say that I don't enjoy doing the stickers sometimes, because sometimes it's just quite satisfying when you get it done right. But I will say I was surprised when I opened it up and saw 23 stickers, because like I said, I'm not the best with stickers. I try to do my best with them and make it look as good as I can. But when I got 23, I was quite surprised. It's more than 23 to be honest, because I'm just counting the numbers. But there's 4 for 16 and there's 2 for 10. So yeah, more than 23. But still quite fun to do them, and still felt quite rewarding after I'd done the last sticker, and I could happily just put the sheet to the side. Now again, to similar walkers, we have the same kind of movement that we get on the First Order ones and on the Rogue One set, where the head tilts and you have this part at the back that lets you just tilt it without having to move the head itself. I can see there that I've not pushed it on properly, so I'm just going to push that on a bit more properly. Yeah, so you get the generic turning. That's the same with all ATSTs. And whilst I say yes, that is the same with all ATSTs, it is a detail I've always liked. The legs move from this point here. You can get some good mobility in the legs. The only thing I'd say is you can't distribute the weight too unevenly. For example, if you have it like this, it will fall back. But if you have it like that, you can kind of get away with it looking up. Same with a bit down. You can have the legs at different lengths and different heights, but you can't have it too drastic, so it can have anything like that. Even if you move that stud part there, the weight just won't hold it. I guess there's nothing much you can do that, because the whole point in Star Wars is they're designed to be like that. That's why they can take them down with the speeders and Hoth, and you know, similar kind of tactics of just blowing up the legs. So again, I guess that is kind of realistic how flimsy the legs can be. We get a different kind of turret this time, which I do quite like, because I think it's just nice to see something different. Otherwise you are just buying another ATST, and that's where some of the more like niche details come in, with the different colours, different stickers, different designs, the details of the wires coming out. So yeah, it's not entirely bad. It's a nice set if you don't have other walkers. I always think it's nice to get more than one walker anyway, especially if it's a different design. But given the context of it, and given that it's the Mandalorian one, and hence that's why it's got these different colours, these different designs, and it comes with these raiders, I think it's quite a nice detail to have it with the exposed wiring, have it with the engine at the back that you can see, and have these stickers that show the battle damage. I'm guessing to show how they claimed it from the Empire. But no, all in all, I was quite happy with the actual build of the ATST Raider. And now for the minifigures. So we get 2 Klatooinian Raiders. I'm trying to say it correctly. Please correct me if I am wrong with the pronunciation in the comment section below. But yeah, we get 2 Raiders with similar designs overall. So the legs are the same, the face is the same, but the chest pieces are different, and therefore the back pieces are a bit different as well. I'm pretty sure this is meant to be the leader, because he's got the helmet and the shoulder guard, and in the set pictures he's the one in the actual in the walker, and like, why wouldn't the leader be in the walker? He has 2 pistols, which is quite nice, and he weirdly doesn't have space for them in the ATST Raider, because there's that other pistol, which I presume he would have taken from the officer piloting it. But no, it's quite nice to just get kind of the darker side of Star Wars characters with the civilians who don't really take the peaceful approach and go towards that darker end of getting what they want for any means necessary. The other raider we get has a blaster rifle with the kind of lightsaber hilt at the end to make it longer. I'm not sure what it's actually supposed to be when they do that. It's either, I'm guessing, a kind of machine gun, or I don't think it's a sniper, so yeah, we'll say machine gun. He has this piece. I'm not sure what this piece is called. I refer to it as the Ultron Prime neck piece, because that is the piece Ultron Prime had on his head, and Ultimate Ultron has it to form his head in the LEGO Age of Ultron sets. But yeah, same face. It would have been nice to get maybe a different face or maybe a different expression, because the other side of the face is just blank. But again, then again, I understand that these are not major characters. They're minor characters who don't play a massive role in the series past their point in the episode they're in. I'm trying to remember the episode off the top of my head, but it is the one where Cara Dune makes her appearance. So next, I want to talk about Cara Dune. Now, this is the only set you can get Cara Dune in so far. I'm not sure if more Mandalorian sets will come. In the Razor Crest, she does not appear. In the Razor Crest, it's only IG-11, Grief Karga, Mandalorian, and Baby Yoda. And obviously, Baby Yoda is a big character in that. We get two faces of Cara Dune. We get a angry face and a smiling, kind of like, I wouldn't say happy, but more like impressed face, we'll say. I quite like the detail on the minifigure here, because it looks a lot like a costume in the TV show, I'd say. I'll try to get a comparison up on the side here. And yeah, it's just nice to get some detailed looks. I think there is actual writing on her collar, but I cannot translate it because I cannot very clearly see it right now. There are some translators online that you can use to find the details. There's also good details on the back printing, and I guess like her clothing makes sense considering she was a rebel shock trooper. It would be nice to get a bit more detail on the arms, because she does of course have her tattoos on her arms, and she's not given her rebel tattoo, which would have been quite a nice detail. But then again, I understand that LEGO may not have known all the details about the show yet, which is something I'm going to mention when I talk about the Mandalorian minifigure. I like her blaster rifle because it's quite, again, I guess it's the most similar they could get it to the one in the show, and it's just quite nice having a longer gun, because I haven't seen these in a while in some sets, with of course the lightsaber hilt to show it's a bit longer, or it has something at the end of it. Really, I guess the beautiful thing about LEGO is that you can have it whatever you want it to be. You can have it as a sniper rifle, you can have it as a machine gun, that's entirely up to you. Finally, we get the Mandalorian minifigure with his cape, which I say I do quite like this cape because it reminds me of the one in the series. I think they could have gotten away with using one of the patched capes or having some tears at the bottom because his cape isn't complete. The one thing I would say with this minifigure, and it's the same with the Razor Crest set and even the Brickhead set, it is his armour from the first episode of the series before he gets any Beskar upgrades. So he doesn't have any Beskar on his knees, arms or chest, which he does later get in the series. The other thing I will say is that they do give him just a black head, and I'm not sure if that's because they didn't know if he was going to take his helmet off in the series, or just because they thought there's no need to take off his helmet because this is the way. I quite like his pulse rifle. I think that's always nice. I think that's quite maybe as similar as they can get it into the show. You can get some custom ones off eBay, but that's entirely up to you if you want to buy them. I wouldn't say it's a necessity. I would say the only custom I would probably get is the Darksaber, because it's literally just a lightsaber with a black bar instead of a red bar, or blue bar, or yellow bar, whatever lightsaber colour you want in the Darth Maul set in which I got my first Darksaber. The other thing I will say about the Mandalorian figure though, although it isn't his full Beskar armour, the detail on the figure is quite impressive. I like that he's got this, I'm not really sure I would call it a belt, but I'll call it a strap with his bullets on. And that does go all the way to his back, showing more printings. He's got his kind of utility belt. And I think that's just nice detail, even though we don't see his back. It kind of shows the effort LEGO go into. One thing I will show here is my other Mandalorian figure from the Razor Crest, because this is one I designed to look a bit more like the TV show one. I say that the only difference I actually made was I gave him Poe Dameron's face with close to the dark side Anakin's hair to resemble what he looks like with his helmet off, which I do think works quite well, and for me it works. You can obviously use different characters. I've seen some people use Anakin, which doesn't work for me, but like I said, you could use any character you want. And of course, we don't get a Baby Yoda or Grogu in this set. which a lot of people weren't happy with because, you know, they just really want Baby Yoda. And currently the only sets you can get Baby Yoda in are the child set, which I do have and will be building soon, and the Razor Crest, which I do have and will be doing a review of soon. But apart from that, the only other set he will be appearing in so far is the Trouble on Tatooine set that's coming out in 2021, which I do recommend buying on January 1st, 2021 if you do want it, because I do remember them selling out quite quickly with the Razor Crest, and even the ATST Raider sold out here in the UK from LEGO. And of course, get it from LEGO for your VIP points. Okay, so one of the last things I want to talk about in this review is the spare pieces we get, because I often think people overlook spare pieces and what can actually be done with them. And we get some quite nice ones. For example, the whip. We only need 3 whips in the set where you actually put them on, and I'm hoping that's right, because if not, I've missed a whip somewhere. I need to go back and add it. But like I said, these are actually quite flexible pieces. They can be bent, spun around, all that kind of thing. They can obviously be attached into holsters or like Lego things where they've got a hole in, and you can do that to both sides. So you can make a variety of things using this piece, which I always think is good. I currently use it just to, you know, try and take weapons off people like I'm Indiana Jones. Doesn't work that well, but it's always fun to use. Other not noticeable, but credit-worthy ones are holsters. Not holsters, sorry, lightsaber hilts. So we get a kind of grey metallic one, which is always good for using them on, like I said, blaster rifles. And we get a brown one, and which means you do actually kind of have enough spare pieces to make another one of the Mandalorian's pulse rifles, because you have that pistol in the holding pit of the, not the holding pit, sorry, the cockpit of the ATST Raider. So you could do that if you wanted to. We get another one of the Raider's guns, which, again, entirely up to you if you want to use it. These aren't always used as gun pieces. They are sometimes used as handles in a bike when they're put like that. Because it's Lego, you can really use the spare pieces for whatever you want. So the first thing I did was I tried to make a gun that would show something blasting just with the spare pieces I had. So the ones I used were like this. And I understand that the colour is obviously not the best because I've never seen a grey blaster fire in Star Wars. I'm currently waiting for someone to correct me in the comment section, so let's wait and see if that happens. But you get what I mean, where spare pieces are quite good in the set and you can really make whatever you want. You can make even a grey lightsaber if you wanted to, just by doing that. Which again, is the good thing about spare pieces that are often overlooked. Of course, we get our spare missile, which you can just use for your ATST Raider, or you can use it in any of the ships you want. Yeah, it's your Lego, do with it what you want. And apart from that, you just get the orange piece separator, you know, Lego separator. I always think these are quite good, and they're one of my favourite additions from Lego in general. You can use them in builds, you can actually use them to make things. If you check Lego's Twitter a while back now, unfortunately, but they did show kind of a few ideas of what people had made using just these or these as the centre point, or just in the majority they use these compared to other pieces. So overall, I think that it's actually quite a good set. I would recommend getting it if you're a fan of The Mandalorian, or if you don't have an ATST Raider. Depends on your wish list though, like people have different priorities. On top of mine right now is the Fire Earth mech from Ninjago, because I just really like mechs, and I really like the idea of fire and earth being mixed together in a mech. But yeah, all in all, I'd recommend this set. I think it was a very fun and challenging build, and it's nice when we get a challenging build because, you know, keeps you tested as a nice master builder, as we will always call ourselves. But I think it's also quite good if you like The Mandalorian, which I love, so it's perfect for me. Like I said, Cara Dune was the only character I was missing of the current available characters that are on the good side. There are some older characters who have appeared in the series who I am looking to get, but because of the age of their characters and the age of the sets they were in, they can be quite expensive, so may not get them for a while. But yeah, I do recommend getting the Mandalorian sets because it is a very popular show, and the sets do sell out quite quickly. So it took me like 3 months to get my Razor Crest, but I love my Razor Crest, and it is generally one of my favourite sets I've built in a long time. But yeah, overall I am quite happy with this set, and I want to say thank you guys for watching. Like if you like the video, if you don't, that's fine. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Hit the bell if you want to be alerted when I make videos, and you can follow me at Twitter. Oh, you can follow me on Twitter, sorry, at MarvelManny01 for more Star Wars Lego content, more Lego content in general. I will be doing some more theory videos and some more breakdown videos of trailers at some point. So I do plan on having a lot more content on my channel in the coming weeks. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Manny, and I hope you guys have a good day.